with Menta. Tempting a 1-2 Sumana. Sumana then goes backwards on the halfway line to Lucassen. Partey in the centre square, passing Sibo in the centre. Got a slack pass there from Wusu. Croatia just over halfway. It's given to Modric. Has a poor pass towards Modric in the end from Baturina. Ghana holds up in the centre circle with Semenyo. Then a Wusu caught in possession. Here comes Croatia, inside left. Baturina into the box, back pass. Budimir trying to turn his man. But it was just a coming together between Budimir and Lucassen. There's no way the referee will give a penalty for that. It was just a natural coming together in the box. They both went down together. And Sarri just rolls it to Partey. Partey almost turns into trouble. Partey goes down, but he was fouled from Budimir. But Partey wanted too long on the ball. Takes the quick free kick towards Semenyo. Walks into the centre circles, now over halfway. Stops the ball completely. Squares it left-footed to Sinai. Sinai turns. Go back to Ajete. Partey in the centre circle. Rolled left-footed to Ajete. Ajete again brings Thomas Partey into the game once more. Rolled square to Ajete, 3 yards over halfway. And that side to Sibo, to Ajete. Ajete's pass couldn't be kept in play. In the end for Semenyo. Just actually saw it was a Sinai. There's a player trying to keep that in play. It was a really slack pass there for Ajete. You can see why Sinai is frustrated. So now into the hydration break. And goalless here in Philadelphia. And both sides realistically know they will be in the knockouts. And again, I suppose in this competition, there's been an expansion of the amount of teams to 64. And it's produced some great stories, but I think that the third place, and says the battle for third place, that has drawn a bit of criticism that maybe some games can be stalemates, and there's questions over whether the head-to-heads records working over the natural goal difference. But of course, it does come down to goal difference in the third place table. But then, as I mentioned, that just has the criticism of his own. But it should just be, top two the traditional way, going through to the next round of the tournament. I have to say, by the way, just looking back at the instant to Lucassen and Budimir, it was more of an arm around the waist from Lucassen than I initially thought. Maybe there was a slight case actually for Ante Budimir to possibly get a penalty. I have to say, the naked eye though, do not blame the referee not giving it all, because Drew Fisher, man in the middle in this match. To me, the naked eye, I didn't look at the penalty, so certainly can't blame the referee there. Croatia have such a never say die mentality. It's always as fierce during this competition. Also draw motivation from feel underrated or disrespect. That was particularly shown when they actually played England in the 2018 semi-final. Turned it around to win 2-1. And weren't keen on the attitude of some of the England fans towards Croatia. Thought they could easily win that, and England did score early through Kieran Trippier, but it was a great comeback for Croatia. Stayed calm, dominated the ball, couldn't beat France in the final though. Incredible achievement by the way, Luka Modric, to get 200 caps. Again, he'll remain in Croatian football history forever. And Josko Vardiol, and he's been tagged obviously always one of the big players in the back line, but again it's the bench tonight. Josko Vardiol. So the drinks break now is over. And Ghana just such a solid outfit. And I said about the togetherness of Croatia, but Ghana are great that as well. This tournament, they have that attacking depth, obviously, like Semenyo inside again. Naki Williams on the bench, so back on the way now. Croatia take the throw, and here is Satalo on the ball. Modric dropping him between the two centre backs. Square to Satalo. And just a short passes right to Stanisic. Back to Satalo. Now Pongracic. Approaching halfway. Right footed pass. Zip to Perisic. Returns it back to the left sided centre back. Pongracic along the defensive line to Satalo. Stanisic 3 yards behind the halfway line. Being closed down for Suleiman. So Stanisic just has to play in line them instead of forwards to Satalo. Satalo has room now to bring it to the centre circle. Diagonal ball looking for Batterina. He's beaten the air though from Sinai. Semenyo fails to carry it forwards. He's dispossessed in the end. And now Croatia down the left hand side with Batterina. Batterina was clipped there. And it will be a Croatia free kick inside right. It was Wusu with the foul. Definite clip there from Wusu on the ankle of Batterina. Glide inside. There was a lunge there towards Batterina from Marvin Sinai. So free kick for Croatia. Just about 30 yards out, I'd say. Luka Modric to take it inside right, coming up to the half-hour mark in Philadelphia. Can Croatia break the deadlock? Modric free kick header towards goal, but straight at the goalkeeper. Looks met by the head of Ivan Perisic. Didn't have a lot of power on it though. It was pretty routine for Sarri. So Sarri rolls it to Lukasen. Slowing himself down now, Derek Lukasen. Just taps it to Partey. It is Owusu to go back to Ajete. Partey. Just a yard shy of the centre circle. Square to Ajete. Walking with the ball here. Partey in possession once more. Partey in the centre circle. Is Ajete being closed down from Battery. Now Budimir closing down himself on Partey, but Croatia keep possession in their defence. Lukasen to Partey. Square across what was a back three at the moment. Ajete gets a pass away, but only as far as Perisic. Rolls it down the left foot. Budimir. Batterina. Now Batterina backwards to Perisic, and Ghana in their shape. Modric inside left. Behind it for Kovacic. 7-yard full pass on the right to Perisic. Back inside to Kovacic. And now is Petar Susic. Susic goes to the shot! And it's drilled brilliantly into the bottom left-hand corner. Lovely strike from Petar Susic on the bounce of play. Just over the half-hour mark, Croatia deserve to be leading. That is a brilliant strike from Petar Susic early on this half. Vlasic had licence to strike from a similar distance. Ghana weren't punished on that occasion, but they certainly were on this one. Croatia, as it stands, are top of Group L. And Kovacic just squared it across into the centre. Petar Susic, round about, say 26 yards from goal, an estimate. And he caught that so sweetly, laces to the right boot. The shot was driven through the legs of Lukasen. And that did put his keeper off slightly, but take nothing away from the sweet hit of the ball from Petar Susic. His first goal of this year's tournament. And it could be a big one. As I mentioned a moment ago, as it stands, Croatia lead Group L and they lead Ghana by 1-0. Back underway, so Ghana conceded their first goal of the tournament. Here's Lukasen, who's come into defence for tonight. Ajete. Now Sinai. Sharply closed down. And Ajete crossed the back to Lukasen. In the centre circle with Ajete, turns on his right foot. And on halfway is Lukasen. Suleiman level with the centre. Suleiman now. A right-footed ball driven out to the far side, taken on the chest of Sinai. Sinai attempts a cross, it's blocked from Perisic. And it'll be a throw for Ghana. So can Ghana respond? Ghana know they will be in the knockouts. Throw headed away from Perisic. Ball now bouncing, Sinai heads down, Semenyo edge the area, pokes it inside. Now played back into the Croatia box and Susic. And it's cleared away from Pongracic. Ghana let the ball bounce, it's Mensah on the ball now, takes it at midway inside his half. And she has a clean hold the ball now, Mensah on the left back. Blaze it across the face of Lucas and to Jete. Here's Partey, now on halfway. Partey to Sinai, now Marvin Sinai. Down the right for Owusu. Owusu sandwiched in between two players, he's tackled Baturina. Combining with Kovacic. Back inside towards Baturina. Baturina misses the ball, then wins a tackle inside. Baturina goes down, and a free kick has been given against Ghana. Actually, was Semenyo with the foul in the referee's eye. Semenyo furious, as well as Sibo. And have a look at it. Was a good tackle actually initially. There was a clip on the. Let's have a look. So Baturina won a clean initial challenge, but again, I would say it was aggressive contact from Sibo. So it'll be a free kick for Croatia. Carlos Queiroz in his black jumper, the sleeves rolled up, and hands on hips. Not looking best pleased at the moment. This side, a goal down. 10 minutes of this half to go. Kovacic. It's it back to Sutalo. Holds about 5 yards square to Pongracic. And I like pass to Modric. Croatia inside left in their half. 8 yards behind halfway. Now it's with Kovacic. Number 8 for Croatia. Kovacic almost caught from eye, but got his pass away quickly to Pongracic. He moves in the centre circle to play out right to Stanisic. Stanisic's forward pass cut up from Mensah. Now Mensah holding off Vlasic, and again Mensah peeling for a free kick. Nothing given. It's going to be a Croatia throw. Taken from Stanisic and then deflects off of Mensah for another Croatia throw. Vlasic will leave it for Stanisic to take. So Stanisic, he is preparing the long throw. Actually, fooled me there. Stanisic throws it short instead to Susic, the Croatian goal scorer. Stanisic tackled Sulemana. Another Croatia throw, a bit further away from goal this time, about midway in the Ghana half. Throw goes backwards to Sutalo. Pongracic along the halfway line to Modric. Modric now bringing it forwards, inside right. Lays it off to Stanisic. Flips it back to Sutalo. Susic in the centre circle. Susic. Pass to his left to Kovacic. Now Modric. Lays it back on the halfway line to Sutalo. Croatia dominating possession. Sutalo past the middle. Budimir just guides it back to the feet of Pongracic. Moves it out to left hand side, midway in the Ghana half with Baturina. Baturina now clips it into the box for free header away for Mensah. Chested down from Ayu, but Modric intercepts. Croatia inside left. Kovacic just over 30 yards from goal. Moved out wide on the far side. Baturina trying to cut in, but Sinai sticking tight to it. Here's Modric, midway in the Black Stars half. Modric full pop. Croatia get it back. And it's set up for a shot here for Kovacic to take. It's blocked though from Owusu. Croatia have it just over 35 yards from goal with Sutalo. Stanisic back to Sutalo, now level the centre circle. And Croatia have the ball inside of it with Kovacic. His foot on top of it. Modric, 5-yard pass down the far side to Baturina. Here's Modric. Croatia's very comfortable on the ball at the moment. Holds the good against Ghana. Top of Group L. England goalless with Panama as things stand in New Jersey. And Croatia go backwards to Vlasic. Level with the centre circle is Sutalo. On the side of it is Kovacic. Modric. 5-yard pass through the middle to Susic. Now Susic moves his right to Sutalo. That's our Susic. And Sutalo level with the centre. On the ball inside of it with Pongracic. Again to Satalo. Diagonal pass. Can he find his target? He does do so. Perisic heads it down the left-hand side. Baturina now trying to wrong foot his man. Does that against Ajete. Has Perisic in support behind him. Using Perisic. Puts the cross in too high though for Budimir at the back stick. And Perisic should be disappointed with that delivery. Should have done a lot better there in his execution. I'll take the short goal kick. Lucassen. Where's Partey? Sometimes Partey feints to go direct, instead just squares it short to Sibo. Partey in possession again. That's in the centre with Owusu facing his own goal. Modric pressurising him but gets the pass away to Lucassen. Now dinks it on the inside left. It's Sulemana on the chase, and Sulemana puts enough pressure on Satalo to clear it out for a throw. On the left-hand side for Ghana to take. 6 minutes left of this first half in Philadelphia. Croatia 1, Ghana 0. So Ghana throw a level with the penalty area. It's going backwards to Mensah. It is Lucassen. And now Partey located in the centre circle to his right. That's a brilliant forward pass from Ajete. And that's Semenyo into the box. Right side, Semenyo's ball across the face of goal. Just wide, it wasn't short. Actually, that was a cross or a shot there for Semenyo. So it went across the face of the box. Well, Ayew was caught on his heels. If Ayew got onto that, no, definite cross that was from Semenyo. I think actually Livakovic got a fingertip onto that, which wouldn't have helped Ayew's cause for the ball to come towards him. But he should have gambled there, Ayew, and he might have still got a touch on it. Goal kick taken short from Croatia. That was a bit better there from Ghana. And they've got to give it to that man Semenyo. What a season he enjoyed with Bournemouth and Man City. Satalo, wrong foot Ayew. Satalo midway inside his half. 5 minutes left here in Philadelphia. Croatia 1, Ghana 0. Still Denmark 0, England 0. 4 minutes left for that half. Here in Philadelphia. Modric pings it just over halfway for Perisic to trap. Ghana haven't attempted a shot on target, and actually only one attempt in the 40 minutes played here so far. Kovacic. And played along the back line to Satalo. It is Vlasic trying to move inside, but Sulemana sticking tight to him. Pass back over halfway to Vlasic from Satalo. And Stanisic back to Satalo. Modric now being closed down from Sibo and Ayew, but Modric combines with Satalo. It's passed in the deep, short from Livakovic to Pongratic. Again, Livakovic in his dark green kit clips it towards the halfway line. It's a flick backwards to Mensah, but does fall to Lucassen, who has plenty of time on the ball. And here is Ghana with Lucassen. Lucassen, right footed. Square to Ajete. Now Partey over halfway. Semenyo's pass backwards in defence in the Ghana half to Sinaya. Down the centre circle with Ajete. Lucassen on the halfway line. 3-yard forward pass to Mensah. Lucassen again. Again goes to clip towards the inside right edge of the box. Semenyo wins the flick on. And as Sinaya's cross deflects into the path of Perisic. And he just drives it forward, so goes onto the right foot of Ajete. But no Croatian runner in behind, so it just rolls back comfortably to Asare. Performance in position for Sinaya to put a good cross in, but it just didn't happen in the end. So over halfway from Mensah. Nice dummy there for Sulemana to turn Stanisic. Heavy crossed over Sulemana. Awful delivery. It's kept alive for Sinaya, but then seen out for a goal kick by Perisic. Again, Sulemana's got to do so much better in that crossing position. Real waste, but last few minutes, Ghana perked up in search for an equaliser. If Ghana can get an equaliser, we'll go back into the top two of Group L. As it stands, Croatia leading it on 6 points. England second on 5. Ghana third on 4. That will be enough for Ghana to qualify for knockouts. As Croatia take a goal kick short. And Satalo now clips it on the near side. More control from Vlasic, but pushed Mensah to the fore in the process. So free kick to Ghana, quickly taken from Mensah. Partey in the centre circle in the Croatian half. Now, he's still in the centre circle, but in Ghanaian territory with Ajete. Lucassen. It's a poor pass there from Mensah. Intercept out. It's a sharp turn for Vlasic. Here's Sucic now towards Budimir. Budimir holds it up. Right side of the penalty area. It's a tight angle for Budimir. Still holding up Budimir. Now has that support of Vlasic. Edge of the area, clips it towards the left-hand side, headed away from Sinai. That's nodded down for Kovacic and Perisic. Kovacic, just over 35 yards from goal. Again, Croatia moving it nicely down left-hand side. Perisic slow ball in towards Budimir. Cleared away from Ajete, the near post, bouncing now to Bongratic. Heads it forwards, laid off though for Semenyo. Partey onto Sibo. It's back in that Ghanaian box with Lucassen. It is Sinai. Still midway inside his half. Now Ajete. Last minute normal time in this first half. Croatia 1, Ghana 0. Ghana trying to skip inside in the Croatia half with Sulemana. Goes down. He's rolling about holding his face, but nothing given in Ghana's favour. By the centre circle with Sucic. And now Kovacic. He's bang in the middle. 3 yards in front of the centre circle, just completely slowing things down there, Kovacic. Now Modric, the master, dictating things. Modric appearance 201. In the red and white Croatia. Modric square to Satalo. And his forward pass goes wide right. Held up here from Stanisic. Stanisic square for Modric. Now Croatia moving it further and further back. Stanisic's pass goes in the Croatian half to Satalo in the centre circle upon Gratic, and Croatia just looking to see out this first half professionally. Modric on the ball, plays it through the centre circle, lovely line breaking pass. Baturina keeps his balance and keeps the ball, but then tackled in the end from Wusu. Semenyo over halfway but can't roll it. Hits the path of Ayew. Croatia back on the ball, 3 minutes of added on time in this first half in Philadelphia. It is Croatia 1, Ghana 0. Still Panama 0. England 0. It's the first minute stoppage time there in New Jersey. Modric gives it to Perisic, back to Modric. 4 yards shy of halfway. Tap square to Kovacic, now in the centre circle. Here's Kovacic to Satalo. Satalo, 2 yards in front of halfway. Satalo now picks out an option, the forward line in the shape of Sucic, and he's clipped for Thomas Partey. That was a really good pass there for Satalo, looking towards the forward line. Sucic had room, turned, and then Partey, 2 hands into the back of Sucic. So free kick in a decent position there for Croatia. So just over a minute into first half stoppage time, 3 added on in total. So Luka Modric free kick. I don't think this is in shooting range. Got to go for the delivery here. Luka Modric. Sorry, making sure that everyone's organised. There's Modric set to deliver. Midway into the 3 minutes of stoppage time. In this first half, Modric free kick comes in. Header away there from Lucassen. Croatia just let it roll out for a throw. Satalo just letting that one go out of touch. A Croatian throw on the left-hand side. Adjacent to the penalty area. Absolutely massive for Croatia. They could double their lead for the break. Perisic's throw backwards to Modric. Croatia's just throwing it safe back in their own half. And it's a turn there for Satalo. Wrong foot in. Semenyo just moved across the near side. Now Croatia over halfway. Kovacic forwards on that far side to Baturina. In swing cross, and Baturina almost met by the stretch and boot of Sucic. He just couldn't quite get the touch he was hoping for. He's got that in his locker. Baturina, a dangerous in-swing cross, and it was on the stretch, just couldn't quite be diverted towards goal from Sucic. So Ghana on the ball and halfway with Sinai. Ghana will be quite relieved to hear the half-time whistle. Pretty toothless this first half, Ghana. It's a long ball forwards, headed away from Pongracic, flicked off for Kovacic. And now Budimir steps in. Battery in his pass, Kovacic over halfway. It's a good challenge one there from Sinai. Well, actually spoke too soon. Referee's awarded a free kick in favour of Croatia. No time to take it though. 3 minutes of stoppage time are up, and Croatia lead Ghana at the break. And as it stands, Croatia are top of the group. That's our Sutic strike just over half hour in. It was just over 25 yards from goal. Struck it brilliantly, laces the right boot, through the legs of Lucas, and the shot went. And Asare, just a passenger, watching that go into his bottom right-hand corner. Ghana have had a few moments, but Croatia defended pretty comfortably. So at the break here in Philadelphia, Croatia lead Ghana by 1-0.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out
Hello and welcome back here to Philadelphia, where Croatia lead Ghana by goals to nil, and currently lead Group L as England are goalless with Panama. So interesting to see how the second half will unfold it. And in New Jersey as well, Ghana making a couple of suds by the looks of things. Very unsurprisingly, Abdul Fatawu looks to be one of the players coming on. I think another player coming on as well will be Kojo Pong. So coming on for the Black Stars. See if can swing the game in their favour. And they'll be aware that England aren't winning in New Jersey at the moment. They can turn this around, Ghana. They could win the group. Who knows? Very interesting second half heads. By the way, it is Ajete and Owusu, the pair that have come off for Fatawu and Apong. So we are ready to get back underway. And again, Croatia managed the game really well first half, so they'll just be looking to continue where they left off. Not opening forwards far. Just a reminder, by the way, if you are watching the game as well as listening to us, make sure you are watching it through your local broadcasters. Ghana shoot from left to right, get us underway for the second half. And it's a long ball from Lukasen. Bounces towards the left-hand side, just a cushion header back from Stanisic to his goalkeeper. So here is Croatia just playing it along the box with Satala and Pogracic combining. Perisic short forward pass. Baturina flicks it down the left-hand side. No one getting onto it though. And it is Sibo who just plays it across the defensive line to Apong. It is Mensah wanting it. Instead it's played back to Apong by Sulemana. Sibo in the centre circle in this half. Plants it left. Held up here from Ayu. Good hold up play from the skipper. Ayu now. A few more red and white shirts around him. Ayu. A few step overs now. Backwards to return it to Mensah. Infield to Partey. Just over 35 yards and goal. Ghana right in the middle of their half. Apong out here to Abdul Fatawu. Can he change the game second half? Fatawu skips inside. Fatawu! Almost the instant impact off the bench in his second half. Tricky feet from Fatawu, cuts it inside, wrapped his left foot around the ball, couldn't quite keep it down, but that's more like it from Ghana. Had a few moments first half, but didn't really trouble Livakovic, although that didn't trouble Livakovic as well, but it was certainly more threatening for Ghana for sure. Livakovic goal kick. It's a flick on from Budimir, but just a cushion there down from Lukasen into the feet of Apong. So Apong now. A couple yards behind the centre circle. Mensah, left-footed. It is Apong. Apong with the diagonal. Running onto it is Sinai. Sinai now lays it into the forward line, but couldn't find Ayu. Ayu just out-muscled in the end by Pogracic. Speaking of Pogracic on the ball inside his area. Ayu closing down. Pogracic slits, but clips his pass forward. Bounces over the head of Vlasic. There's Budimir. Good strength to go over halfway on the left-hand side, but getting across really well there was Sinai. And Ghana back in possession is Asare. Now brought out the box from Apong. 2.5 minutes played in this second half. Square across the back to Lukasen. Here's Thomas Partey. Partey floats it out towards the right, where it comes off Fatawu's head. It was always a little bit too high for Abdul Fatawu. And it'll be a throw to Croatia midway in their half. 3 minutes played in the second half. Throw for Ivan Perisic to release. Perisic just go flick on for Budimir. They're pushing Budimir, nothing given. But running back onto the ball ahead of Baturina was Lukasen. Gives it to his goalkeeper now, Sare to Apong. It is Mensah. Semenyo, 3 yards behind halfway. There's a light pass back to his left-sided partner Mensah. Thomas Partey, right-footed. Ghana in the centre circle. It's a Pong over halfway. And now Sanaya inside, well read there from Perisic. And now ball taken around Sanaya from Baturina. Baturina goes down, no free kick given though. Ghana in the centre circle with a Pong. Played across halfway to Mensah. And Croatia go long, but it couldn't find a forward man. From Stanisic direct ball. That was a peach across of Atawu, begging for somebody to meet that. But nobody in yellow shirt could make any connection. Speaking of Atawu, out in the Ghanaian half to Lucassen. A Pong. Mensah bent it on the far side. Ayu now trying to turn, but good strength there for Zatalu. Ayu fighting to win it back. Now tackle on Zatalu. And Ghana do have it. Semenyo, first time pass, but in the end, Semenyo's pass couldn't be controlled inside the box. And it's broken down for Ghana. Modric, short forward pass, miscontrol from Baturina. And Sanaya's forward ball out of play. Fatawu ball a moment ago. What a delivery. It was a brilliant header away in the end by Satalo. And Semenyo definitely put the thumbs up to Fatawu. As I said, that was begging to be put in on a man in yellow shirt, both from Croatia. Controlled here by Lucassen. In fact, that's actually a push on Lucassen. So it will be a free kick to Ghana. But 5 minutes in this second half, and Carlos Queiroz bringing on Abdul Fatawu. Certainly looks a good substitution, that's for sure. Fatawu shot cold over. A couple of minutes this half, then shortly after that, just cross in the box, which Satalo did manage to head away. So free kick for Ghana, just shy of being 40 yards and goal. It's level with the Ghana technical area. Ayu clips it in, sails over everyone's head, and Stanisic just lets the ball run out for a goal kick. Smart decision from Stanisic. It looks like Semenyo sort of playing number 10 position now with Fatawu's introduction to the game. Modric linking up with Pongracic. Rolled across the box now to Satalo. Satalo, long ball looking towards halfway. Another one there from Mensah, but Ghana do concede the throw. And Croatia just want to get fouled in that midfield with some Modric and Kovacic dominating possession. That will be, of course, the manager open for. Croatia the throw backwards. That's in the D here with Pongracic. Turn, full pass and Perisic. A nice turn from Baturina on the left. Now Baturina has to hold up on halfway. Kovacic cut inside. Now good strength there for Fatawu. Fatawu towards Semenyo. The ball's in behind of Semenyo though. Couldn't trap it. And Semenyo did get shot away, but the ball had already gone out of play. It was from a tight angle. Didn't even reach the side net and sort of just hit it behind the goal. Semenyo, but the ball had already gone out. And it was really well won back there for Fatawu. Great strength against Kovacic. Rolled it towards Semenyo. It was a little bit in behind of Semenyo. That's why Semenyo couldn't get that touch right. And the touch took the ball out of play. As I mentioned, Semenyo did get a shot off, but gone out of touch. And Croatia won a free kick through Baturina. Just a reminder, England goalless with Panama at the moment in New Jersey. So Croatia lead the group and lead Ghana by goal to nil here in Philadelphia. Petar Sucic with the only goal of this contest so far. Modric passes, deflects off of Semenyo. As his forwards now controlled from Satalo, back for Livakovic. Whips it towards the halfway line, headed away from Sibo, trapped on the chest of Semenyo. Now Semenyo towards his left-hand side. Here come Ghana with Sulemana on the left-hand side. Sulemana puts the ball in towards the back post. Control for Fatawu, but taken off his toes and Perisic. This is much more like it from Ghana. But now Croatia They bounced over halfway with Kovacic. Kovacic trying to find the run of Budimir. That was well covered though from Apong. Now Sare rolls that to Apong. It is Partey. Sibo. So Sibo turns by the centre. Looks like Semenya and Ayew as a front two at the moment. Ghana a couple yards in front, halfway. Mensah. And Sulemana wide left. Ataru wide on the opposite side. Ball drilled into the feet of Ayew. Holds it up midway inside the Croatia half, but Ayew doesn't get the free kick. Baturina hits it outside the right boot. Trying to get Budimir in behind. That's good pace there from Lucassen. Lucassen played it down the far side. Intercepted though, but a free kick has gone against Croatia. Push from Budimir on Lucassen. It was a relief for Lucassen because his clearance went straight to the feet. But one of Croatia's biggest threats in Baturina. So Ghana's short free kick given to Partey. Partey in the centre circle. Right-footed, flicked up in the air for Mensah. Mensah about 4 yards behind halfway. Mensah trying to cut in. Meant to tackle, but it rolls here for Sibo. Now Sibo coming towards the halfway line. Sibo right-footed. And now Ghana. 5 yards over halfway for Tawu. Infield to Thomas Partey. Partey under a bit of pressure from Budimir. Partey with his right foot. Short and centre circle for Sibo. Now Ghana just having some possession. That's a diagonal from Lucassen. He does find Sulemana wide left. Sulemana gets around his man. Sulemana's cross almost found Ayew. Turn behind for Luka Modric for a corner kick. Croatia need to wake up here. Ghana open 10 minutes of the second half. Have been by far the better team. Great distribution from right-sided centre-back from Lucassen. Sulemana one touch to get past Stanisic. Dangerous looking low ball. Almost found the right foot of Ayew, but Modric just slid the ball behind for a corner kick. Now taken wide left from Ayew, punched in the air for Livakovic, spiraled in the box, headed down for Lucassen, head away for Croatia, and then a shot for Sulemana, blocked from Modric, chasing it down. Ayew wins that 50-50 challenge, and then Sibo gets onto the ball in the centre circle. Pass back to feet of Mensah. Now Ghana to try and keep this tempo up. Sibo receives it in the centre circle. A short pass from Ayew. Mensah just shy of halfway, left-footed. Sulemana. Sulemana lifts it over the top of Stanisic, but also takes it out of play in the process. Stanisic commit himself. Relief there. Sulemana is about to leave him for dead. So throw here for Croatia to take. Ghana need to make the most of this pressure. So in Croatia, you have that quality to punish you. So throw from Stanisic. It's controlled on the chest of Mensah. And now it is Lucassen. To his right to Senaya. Senaya looks in midfield to Sibo. Here's Senaya. So Ghana 50% of possession control in this contest compared to Croatia's 47%. Ghana just behind halfway. Now looking towards Ayew is Senaya. Ayew slips though. Croatia have a back. Baturina challenged by Senaya, but that will do for Croatia. Get themselves a throw. Intense instructions. Croatian bench by Zlatko Dalic. It's his third straight tournament, and it's a great achievement for Dalic. We're now taken now as Croatia over halfway with Baturina, carries it out of touch. He's been chased down from Fatawu. So throw taken from Ghana. Thomas Partey. Shy of the centre for Partey now. They sort of reverse pass to Sibo. Sibo takes heavy touch, but just about pass it across the face of Sucic. Ghana passing on the left wing. It is Mensah on the ball. That was down the centre circle to Apong. Lucassen. who's just over halfway now. Fatawu up against Perisic. Out of Fatawu now. Cut inside, gets the cross. It's a Tame holds it. Clearance. That's gone with his own man from Pongratic, but Livakovic gets down on top of the ball. Scary moment there for Croatia. It was a simple clearance away for Pongratic. Deflect off his own man in Luka Modric. Couldn't really do anything about that, Modric. Ayew was trying to get himself in between Pongratic and the ball, but it was brave for Livakovic to slide down and get onto the ball because Ayew was desperate for a piece of it. And actually, the keeper, Livakovic, got a clip on the back of his head from Pongratic, but he's back on his feet now, Livakovic. So here's Modric. He's defeated Perisic. Croatia back in their box with Pongratic. Satalo. Croatia midway in their half. Stanisic now gets his pass away. Picked and play from Sucic. Sucic now has cement all over the back of Modric. Line breaking pass. Kovacic over halfway now. Here's Croatia inside left. Baturina and rolls in the box. Vlasic controls, facing away from goal. And now Perisic in the middle, 25 yards from the target. Goes square to Stanisic, ball into eye for Perisic, still in play, cleared out the box from Sinaya. Croatia chasing it down. Good legs there from Kovacic, gets on halfway, squares to Modric, first time. It's the feet of Pongratic. Hour played here in Philadelphia, Croatia 1, Ghana 0. Just a reminder, if you are watching the game as well as listening, make sure you are watching through your local broadcaster. Luka Modric in line with the centre circle in this half. Played it to his partner Kovacic, now all the way back to Livakovic, being chased down for Semenyo. Square to Satalo. Now tapped to Stanisic. Satalo goes down, referee waves play on. Croatia on their right hand side. Sharp turn here from Vlasic. England have scored against Panama, so England back to the top of Group L. Jude Bellingham with a goal in New Jersey. And here is Croatia holding up in the centre. Now it's a ball out to Stanisic. Stanisic puts the cross in. Baturina fed it from the centre, Stanisic, but it's crossed too close to Asari. Asari now looking to set away for Tawu. And just arcing his neck towards the ball. Arlo. It was a Jude Bellingham volley from a corner kick. As England in front in New Jersey. So England top the Group L on 7 points. Croatia second on 6. Ghana third on 4. But Ghana will be going through as one of third place teams. That will happen no matter what. Kovacic in possession for Croatia. Back now to Pongratic. Pongratic plays that in between Ayew and Sibo. Now Croatia have space to move it across the middle of their half. Last of halfway from Sucic. That's how Sucic has it back from Stanisic. Modric close to the centre circle, just delicately clips it towards the left-hand side. Perisic heads it backwards. Kovacic has time on the ball. Kovacic just under 40 yards from the target. And now it is Baturina to pass it back in the centre circle to Pongratic. Satalo. Croatia just the front halfway. Tidy feet from Sucic. It's in the centre circle again. Satalo out to wide left. Perisic midway inside his half. Gives it to Kovacic. And now Modric. Kovacic again, level of the centre circle. Now inside it is Sucic, caught in possession against Sulemana. Sulemana now through the middle for Ghana, and that's a poor pass there for Sulemana. Couldn't feed Semenyo down the inside left. And now it's Kovacic to Modric by the centre circle. Just behind halfway, Modric. Square to Baturina. Brilliant opportunity there for Ghana. Sulemana so poor with his pass. Not in a good game really, Sulemana. Here's Kovacic. Adjacent to the centre circle in this half. Now 4 yards behind him to Modric. Square to Satalo. 63 minutes on the Philadelphia. Croatia 1, Ghana 0. And as I mentioned a moment ago, that is the same scoreline. England's favour against Panama. Jude Bellingham with a volley. So here is Croatia just in possession in their half, and now it's back here with Sutalo. Footed to Pongracic. Now Perisic. And pass goes in the D to Pongracic. Pongracic fizzed it into the feet of Stanisic. Good press in here by Sulemana. Pass from Croatia goes back to Sutalo. He goes long. Ball bounce over halfway. Looked forward to Mensah. Controlled it by Sebo. Now Sebo on the ball again in the centre circle. Partey. Back to Sebo. Wasn't a pass into feet though. So Baturina thought he could chase it down. Sebo had time to pass it back to Asare. Asare wrong foots Budimir. Asare long towards the inside right. And it's just a calm header back from Perisic. Just a flick in the air there for Livakovic to just catch that in his area. Now Livakovic puts it out in front of him and clips it through the middle. Good climbing header there from Lucassen. Now lifted up in the air from Partey in the centre circle. Plays it to his partner Sebo. 3 yards shy of halfway is Mensah. Sulemana against Stanisic. Good feet here. Now Semenyo on the wide left. Taubal. Semenyo against Stanisic. Semenyo, can he get a ball in? It's blocked from Stanisic, and it will be a Ghana corner on the left-hand side. It's now 2-0 to England in New Jersey. Harry Kane adding to his tally this competition. So England well on course now to top Group L. So Croatia, as it stands, will be finishing second ahead of Ghana, but that can change. Ghana a goal down with 25 minutes to go. Ayu's delivery headed away from Pongracic and then fully cleared out the area from Perisic, and Ghana in the centre circle with Mensah. Mensah, long diagonal. It's controlled, almost controlled. Fatawu just got away from him in the end. So gone on the 3. Harry Kane by way in the tournament. And the delivery on the left-hand side headed in by Harry Kane. Jude Bellingham, goal and assist in that game in New Jersey. So it is Budimir making way for Croatia. And on in his place is Matanovic. So Matanovic just needs to be that battering ram up top. So Croatia in possession of Perisic. Direct ball towards Matanovic. But he wins a flick on into the box, but headed down for Mensah. That's his goalkeeper, Igor Matanovic, win his first flick on. And now he is Ghana moving just over halfway with Semenyo. No real forward pass on, so let's go back to Mensah. And now it is Senai. Senai just over halfway. Clips it towards Semenyo, just bounce off his knee and goes backwards. And now Croatia turn halfway with Igor Matanovic. Kovacic now looking to strike for the middle, caught in possession and gets his opposite number Sebo. Sebo won the ball in the referee's eyes. Sebo pass forward for Fatawu. Fatawu then caught from Perisic. And that'll be a free kick to Ghana and a yellow card as well to Perisic. Again, a pretty easy decision there for the referee to make. And it was a clear foul on Perisic on Fatawu. I think the hydration break will be coming very, very shortly. And the referee's insinuating here the free kick to me. It definitely will be a free kick. Perisic showing a yellow card. So Perisic just displaying his frustration, being shown the yellow card. And looks like now the hydration break is happening here in Philadelphia, where Croatia lead Ghana by a goal to nil. Petar Sucic strike, it was a really good one. 25 yards out in the first half. Just going into the bottom right-hand corner of Benjamin Asare's net. And Ghana have been such a solid outfit this tournament. Disappointed to concede their first goal, just a minor England 2-0 up against Panama. And Jude Bellingham volleying in a corner and then setting up a goal for Harry Kane, cross onto header. Harry Kane, his third of the competition. It was a brilliant game in the opening game of this group between England and Croatia. 4-2 win, and England be relieved that they've stepped up second half in New Jersey after 3 halves of not scoring. And Croatia, they'll be dreaming of maybe getting to another final. Did so 8 years back. And could they do it again? Who knows? They were third in the last tournament. So could this be another one? They can make it a trio of tournaments to get into the last 4. Who knows? But again, Croatia, it's that mentality they have is just so key, and they're always looked at as sort of the international football dark horses. Croatia, they do have a seriously aged squad, but you know, they've just got so much quality. You know, Luka Modric still running the midfield, and they do have a overall, say, sort of limited talent pool. Croatia, this isn't the peak. I say the peak Croatia side on paper, but again, you know, finalists 2018 and third last time out. And Ghana again haven't been at too many World Cups. That's an understatement. And they were there in 2018, and that's it. So this is, you know, great achievement. You know, so Ghana, they got through the groups in 2022, and again they haven't been at too many World Cups of Ghana. They got to last 16. There haven't been too many competitions. Ghana, again, they got to the last 16 in 2006 in the tournament, and in 2010 quarterfinals, of course, that famous game against Uruguay. So a double substitution for Ghana, and it looks to be Thomas Asante and Numa who have come on for Ghana. So, 2 substitutions made by Carlos Queiroz. So it is Ghana now on the ball at the back. It's Lukasen who goes long, cleared away from Perisic, and will be a throw for Ghana. Out midway inside their half. Now taken from Sinai. Sinai again inside. Couldn't quite reach Semenyo. Croatia strong to get out defence here. Partey pressing high. He's pushing the back from Pongracic. So free kick to Ghana. And on the inside right, be about 25 yards from goal. There's definite two-handed push to the back of Thomas Partey. And Ernest Numa to take the free kick here for Ghana. So it was Ayoun Sulemana, the pair made way for Brandon Thomas Asante and Ernest Numa. So Numa puts the free kick in towards the back post. It's turned in, and Ghana are level. Derek Lukasen, the centre back. Such a cool finish, and Ghana are back into the top 2 of Group L, and they deserve it. What they brought to the second half. Lukasen puts his hands behind his head. Is a flag gone up? I'm a bit confused. Is a flag gone up against Lukasen? I think it may have. Joy short-lived for Ghana by the looks of it. They're surrounding the referee. Really important instant impact for Ernest Numa off the bench. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if Lucassen was off or not. That's extremely tight, I have to say. So will this be looked at by VAR? Yes, it will. So Lucassen was a really nice finish, by the way. Sort of side-footed with his left foot underneath the goalkeeper. So the check is ongoing. Will this Ghana goal stand? Very, very tight, hard one to call. Whether Lucassen was on or not. So the technology now still having a look. England 2-0 against Panama by way. Bellingham came with the goal, so England top in the group on 7 points. As it stands, Croatia second on 6, Ghana third on 4. Was that about to change? Will this goal from Lucassen stand? So Luka Modric just talking to the referee, his hand over his mouth. We are allowed to do that when you're talking to the referee. And Almiron's red card for Paraguay came when he was saying something to an opposition player. So still, we wait here in Philadelphia as to whether this will count. And the Ghana fans still in great voice. They know they'll be going through to the knockouts of this tournament. Again, I'm not sure Lucassen was off there. There was a Ghanaian man off, but he didn't get the touch on the ball. And I'll tell you what, the referee called across to the monitor. So will this be ruled out or not? Again, the finish from Lucassen, the delivery from Ernest Numa was bang on the money as well. So a tense wait around the ground as to whether this will count. And the referee having a look here. Again, was there a possible foul on a Ghana player in the box, and still being checked out here by VAR. So it looks like the referee's going to make his final decision and announce it to the crowd. So will this goal stand? I mean, that looked to be a foul on the Ghana player. The goal will stand. There was no offside, and Ghana are definitely level in Philadelphia. Well, that sets the last quarter now up perfectly. And huge credit to the centre-back Lucassen. Just a calm side-footed finish on the volley. And how's that for an instant impact? Ernest Numa with the free kick. And Lucassen just stuck out that left boot. He knew just needed that touch. Wrong foot to Livakovic. And on the bouncer play, Ghana certainly deserve it. So, 77.5 minutes on the clock. There'll be a fair bit of stoppage time. The amount of time that took when the referee made that announcement. Just the gleeful looks and all that Ghana fans' faces. So back on the way, Ghana volley forward. And the Croatian restart, the volley from the goal scorer Lucassen, straight back to Livakovic. And it's rolled short now to Stanisic. Long down the right-hand side. Now Croatia. They infield. Coming up towards the box, and still Croatia have it. That's a good tackle one there from Lucassen. And they clear it long. Croatia now it's back here by Kovacic, came off Mario Pasalic just now. So Croatia in possession at the back here with Sotalo. Square to Pongracic. Now Ghana full of energy, chasing from the front with Semenyo. Goes square. Croatia go for long ball, headed away for a throw-in. Again, headed away by the head of the centre-back upon. Croatia throw it back. Defense to Sotalo. 79 minutes on the clock. Croatia 1, Ghana 1. It is Sotalo. Now Perisic. Turn inside the D from Pongracic. So Ghana know the point will be enough to get them a top 2 finish in Group L. But Croatia points certainly not the end of the world. And they will put their place in the knockouts with the point. So Croatia in defensive midfield with Paslic at the moment. And now here's Modric. Rolls it halfway, complete missed the ball there for Stanisic, and then Stanisic bundles Fatawu down to the ground. And it'll be a free kick for Ghana. Virtue on halfway, taken here from Menta to Partey. Now play towards Semenyo, just over halfway from Apong. Now control just over halfway from the fullback Sanaya. Sanaya clipped from Batarina. So free kick in Ghana's favour. 10 minutes to go here in Philadelphia. Croatia 1, Ghana 1. Finish was a real good one from Lucassen. The passion was superb from the Ghana players and fans. That goal winning Ghana go long. It's straight back now with Livakovic. And Livakovic, we just go across his area to the centre backs. We just go for direct route maybe to Igor Matanovic. Still Livakovic wondering what to do. So Livakovic now just telling his teammates to push up a bit higher. So it goes long. Look on one, headed away though from Ghana. Now Croatia back the attacking third. Paslic in the box. Paslic shot. What a save! Asare tipping over Paslic just behind the penalty area. Ghana struggling to clear their lines. And Paslic let fly. It was a header one from Mensah. Again, complete miscontrol from Sibo. It was fed short to Paslic from Batarina. And Paslic's left flight superbly tipped over Masare. So corner kick on the right hand side for Luka Modric. 8 minutes to go here. Croatian oath. It's finishing the top 2. They've got to win. One apiece. Luka Modric, corner from the right hand side. Headed towards goal, it's in! Croatia lead! For the second time, it's Nikola Vlasic. His header fired the post into Asare's bottom right-hand corner. And Croatia are just showing why they got to the last 4 in the last couple of tournaments. The never say die attitude. And Croatia are now back into second spot. Luka Modric, a peach of a corner kick, a free header for Nikola Vlasic. Ghana have been brilliant in their opening 2 games defensively, but Carlos Queiroz will be fuming how Vlasic has just had a free header. He planted it low towards the keeper's right, in off the post. What a moment for Nikola Vlasic, as he just scored a winning goal on a game on the global stage. Croatia back in second, 2-1 ahead. So Ghana quickly going forwards, now Croatia get it back. Here's Modric, Pongracic in the deep. Long ball towards Matanovic, volleyed away from Sinai. Flick on now towards the path of Semenyo. Pongracic gets there, turns and clears it. Over halfway. Nice first touch, and that's surely a foul on Igor Matanovic by Kwasi Sibo. And the referee does award a free kick in favour of Croatia. So looks like it will be a last substitution for Ghana. It is Kwasi Sibo off, Caleb Uranki on to just add that fresh legs in the centre midfield. So a free kick from Croatia taken short. Modric now back to Pasalic. Livakovic and just drills it right-footed. Looking for Matanovic, headed down from Lukasen. And now Uranki to Sinaya. Ghana over halfway. It's good footwork from Ernest Numa. Numa though dispossessed. And now Modric over halfway, inside left, slows himself down. Out here to Baturina. Baturina's balling, couldn't find Matanovic. Comfortable head away for Pong. Croatia, just not on halfway now. Just a diving header towards ball from Perisic. Now Pasalic to Modric, and Croatia just slowing it down in midfield. 5 minutes normal time left there in Philadelphia. Croatia 2, Ghana 1. Just a reminder, if you are watching as well as listening, make sure you are watching through your local broadcaster. And that was a clip there on Pongracic. Looked to be from Semenyo. The ball is kicked out of touch. Yet Semenyo's down, holding his ankle. Pongracic just in a conversation with the referee. Pongracic back on his feet. And just a reminder, England leading 2-0 against Panama. So England looking fully set to win the group. Bellingham and Kane with the goals. There is certainly discomfort here for Antoine Semenyo. Yeah, it looked like he made the foul on Pongracic and then maybe hurt himself making that challenge on Croatia left-sided centre-back. This is the last thing Ghana need. So they know they'll be in the knockouts. Just a question of who they'll play. Nikola Vlasic, at the moment it stands, is booking a date with Portugal. They play Colombia later on. So if Portugal win the group, then it will be Colombia, Croatia will play if they retain the lead. So all to play for. As for Ghana, as it stands, it'd be Ghana against Colombia. So certainly it's a stressful end of Ghana fans now. In terms of they want to avoid Portugal. I think they'll be thinking Portugal the more likely team to win Group K, beat Colombia tonight. So Marco Pasalic and Joško Vardiol now come on for Croatia. Antoine Semenyo off the field, hobbling. That's not a good sign. And will Semenyo be able to come back on? So Modric now in possession, plays it over halfway, and now here come Croatia. Inside right, cross towards Matanovic, gets under control and just gets away from him at the last minute. And quickly, Sari gets himself on top of the ball by Baturina and Vlasic. The match winner as it stands. The pair came off for Marco Pasalic and Joško Vardiol. It is Ghana in possession at the back. Sinaya Let's go down the near side, cleared away from Croatia. Now it is Matanovic taking it down left-hand side, holding off Sinaya. And now Perisic to Matanovic. Now sets up for Modric in the D. Not really a shooting angle for Modric. And a shot from Marko Pasalic blocked. And the offside flag up against Marko Pasalic. So free kick for Ghana. Now it's played quickly into the feet of Mensah. Mensah, long ball over top. Semenyo is fine now, back on the field. Semenyo holds it up, but he made his run too early. We're into the last minute of normal time in Philadelphia. And Semenyo just moved a bit gingerly here. Hopefully he will be fine to continue, because he's not moving so well still. So free kick for Livakovic to drill towards Matanovic. His header's spiraled in the air, it goes backwards, then header from Marko Pasalic, controlled and then played forwards first time from Ghana. Now Croatia have it back in defence, and was there push down Semenyo inside the box, nothing given, and then Croatia get themselves a free kick, level with the centre circles, a foul from Yerenki. So we have 7 minutes of stoppage time in Philadelphia. So who will finish in second spot as it stands will be Croatia. So Croatia with Joško Vardiol. Vardiol tackled from Sinaya. Now Sinaya slips and Vardiol has it back. Vardiol into the box. Vardiol brought down from Sinaya and was right on the edge of the area. So it will be a free kick to Croatia. It was a clear foul there for Snyder's hands all around the waist of Joško Vardiol. So free kick right on the edge of the area for Luka Modric to take. So Modric now standing square on. Modric puts a low free kick and cleared away at the near post though. Ernest Numa controls in the Ghana box. Numa now towards halfway. Was there a foul there in Semenyo? There was indeed. Push there now. Croatia needs to get everyone back quickly. Just over a minute gone in stoppage time. Croatia take the quick free kick from Yerenki. No foul on Thomas Partey, and Croatia come forwards with Pasalic. The two Pasalic's link up. And Marco and Mario. And now Croatia moving it through the attacking third. Shot blocked. It came from Marko Pasalic. Now Vardiol clips it towards the far side. Can Croatia get across, and tackle comes in from Mensah. And it didn't deflect back off Marko Pasalic, so it will be a corner kick to Croatia on the right hand side with 2 minutes left in the first half. In the second half, and Croatia almost there. 5 minutes of stoppage time to go. Modric, short corner. Modric wants it back. So Modric again into the feet of Perisic. That's a completely over it cross there from Ivan Perisic. And out of touch for goal kick. Thomas Partey rolls the path here of Lukasen. Down the inside right, headed away from Joško Vardiol. Ghana now moving back towards the halfway line. Need to get it forwards. Ghana, 3 minutes of the 7 gone. Stop showing the end of this match. A Pong's diagonal ball controlled on the chest of Numa. Numa now forwards towards Thomas Asante. Deflects off Thomas Asante, then breaks it for Mario Pasalic. Just pass, cut out from Thomas Partey. Again, good take on the turn from Thomas Asante. Now Semenyo. Square to Partey in the middle. Partey first time towards head of Semenyo. but it's nodded away from Pongratic, and it bounces towards Pongratic again to smack it away. Midway into 7 minutes of stoppage time. Bit of head tennis going on. Poke forwards and Ghana. Clearance falls back to Thomas Partey. Ghana right side, right side of the box, and Numa. He's tackled from Modric, and then Modric blocks a shot from Sinaya. Perisic now square, and can Croatia counter? And then it's a foul committed from Apong on Matanovic, and the yellow card shown to Apong as well. 3 minutes of stoppage time left. Luka Modric has been an absolute warrior by the way. Yeah, excellent performance from him. England have beaten Panama by 2-0, so England will be winning the group. So, free kick to be played here. Sure, I imagine by Croatia, yep, it is indeed. So Modric now stroked over halfway. It's the feet of Pasalic, now down line for Perisic. Perisic on the byline. Attempts to cross, it deflects out. What looks to surely it's going to be a corner kick. Thought to the deflection, yep, it did. It will be a Croatia corner on the left-hand side. Just 2 minutes of stoppage time left. 2 minutes separate Croatia from being number 2 in Group L. Be the first L for Ghana in this tournament. They can't find an equaliser. So Luka Modric, short corner on the left. Wants it back, Modric gets it off Marko Pasalic. Now Modric skips away from Sinai. Now Modric plays in the box. Marko Pasalic crossing the byline. Cleared up into the air from Mensah. And now Fatawu to Mensah. Long looking for Semenyo. Head away from Satalo. So halfway with Urenki. Now it's in the Ghana defence. It's Lukasen, plays it to Urenki. Ghana now, wide right, great challenge for Luka Modric. What a performance he's put in. Perfectly timed challenge on Ernest Numa. Throw goes backwards from Ghana. They're in the centre circle with Lukasen. Ghana drive forward. Semenyo flicks towards the box, cleared away for Tatalo. 1 more minute of stoppage time left. Partey's header just falls straight to Marin Pasalic. And now Croatia with Joško Vardiol. Backheel towards Vardiol, intercepted though from Sinai. Now Modric just whips it away. Nasare controls with his midriff, edge of his area. 35 seconds of stoppage time left. One last chance of Ghana to keep second spot. Long ball headed away. Headed out for Thomas Asante to Numa. Numa whips it towards the left-hand side, headed away from Perisic. Perisic's opposite number. Mensah plays it forwards. This is last chance of Ghana. And now shot over the bar. Left side of the box, he weaved his way into the area, Abdul Fatawu. But he took on the shot for a tie angle. Maybe he could have drilled the cross in. And looks like that'll be that. And Ghana will have to settle for third. Fatawu, powerful shot. Well over in the end. And Fatawu so disappointed himself. So there goes the final whistle in Philadelphia. Croatia gets second spot. Nikola Vlasic with the winning goal. Croatia led at half-time. Petar Sucic with the shot just over 25 yards out, drilled into the bottom corner. The Ghanaian centre-back, Lukasen, level things up. Derek Lukasen meeting the free kick of Ernest Numa.